Hello, DJ Sam here for another video. I want to show you my Max Party Bar 12 I bought for £120. It comes with the unit itself, obviously the stand, a control, the remote, a bags which I'll show you, and a manual. So we switch it on and this is what you're greeted with. Now there are some plus and some minuses. Okay, the plus side is the LEDs are really bright. The minus side of that is that it's blinding. Like, you really don't want to put that in people's eyes because you do not want to blind them, so you've got to be really careful about that. And the other minus is that you can still see it when the LEDs are on, but it makes the derbies not seeable. So you press this button here, that'll knock them off, and then you can press LED here, and that'll just put, so this one here, and that'll just put the derbies on. So yeah, the noise you're hearing is actually the fan. So let me just give it a quick puff with some smoke. This is quite a powerful smoke machine. So as you can see, that is smoked out my room shed in a matter of moments. So got to be careful with those things. But as you can see, the derbies there are really good. The LEDs are fantastic. Like, if you have the LEDs, you can see right through the smoke. I literally smoked the shed out completely, and I was able to see them very clearly. Now, as you can see, when the smoke's in here, it is a little bit difficult to see the derbies. As you can see, you're not very visible. But if I put them off and put the park hands on, you can see the park hands are absolutely spot on. These work fantastic through smoke. It's unbelievable. I smoked the shed to the point where it was smoking at the ceiling, and I was still getting a really good LED strength. I mean, that is absolutely amazing. I mean, just check that out. I mean, be careful if you've got epilepsy, but my god, that's so good. And then you can do like a jump, which we've done, and then that one which will like slowly fade it in. I think the park cams are the best things about these, is that the LEDs in those are amazingly good, and then you've got flash as well, so you can flash it and stuff like that, which you can't really see on camera. It's a bit difficult. But yeah, and then you press the auto mix and that'll auto mix it together. But like I say, you can't really see the derbies very well, whatever you call them. So you really have to turn the LEDs off and just put those on. But yeah, you're not going to really see much on the floor. I know it's still light in here, and I will do a test when it gets a bit darker. And I've also reached the max height as well on the bar. I've actually put it to its max height, but as you can see, it's a little bit difficult to see when the smoke's there. So yeah, that's not that good really, but it's good for what you pay for, really. Not sure if the sound active mode needs to be a lot powerful. Oh, that's good. It's the first time I've tried that, so that's good. But you can tell already the park hands are the best thing about it, because it literally lights up the whole shed. It's beaming with light. It's absolutely amazing. The manual, unfortunately, that's all you get. Basically, that's all you get when in terms of wanting to use it. That's the only information you get. And then when you go on here, Netherlands and stuff like that. So you're only going to get like unpacking instructions, power supply, installation, etc., etc. It gives you a little bit of brief on the display, and then boom, you get that, and that's it. And the noise that you hear in there is the actual fans that are in the, I don't know why they've got fans in, but these have got fans in the derbies, and they're quite, actually, you know, quite cool. I don't think those have a fan in it, but the derbies do. So yeah, it's all I'll bring it down and then you can have a look at I'll show you the back of the unit. I thought I'd show you that it comes with a safety pin, which quite a lot of T-bars I've had didn't include that, which is awesome, because if you tighten that too tight, eventually the thread will just go and it'll drop. But now you've got a safety pin, you don't have to tighten the thread too tightly. Just on a hole, and then the back of the unit, let's flip it around, you've then got the Maxi logo, bit of information there, power, DMX, and a nice lovely colourful blue kind of like display on the back, which is well nice. I like a safety ring. Also on top of here you've got these screw things here, a rig, so like check this out. So you can screw that in no problem, and it's going in there, and it screws all the way to the bottom. So these are the bags. Very good quality bags, I must say, very good. It was 109 quid without the bag, or 120 with the bag, so it's definitely worth having the bag. The zips on them are pretty decent. Not sure if that's got a bit of skew with, but oh well. That's fine. Absolutely fine, as long as there's a zip on that side. Oh, there's not. Oh, that's not good. The zip's already kind of like going a bit on that one, so hopefully it's not broke the zip. But now it should be fine. But yeah, I'm going to put the power cable in there and the extension if I can, and then that's going to hold the bar, the actual light bar, and that's going to hold the pole, which is rather nice. So it's getting to the point now where it's dark outside, and I thought I would continue on shoot in the dark, and then we'll put it in the bags. So if I switch the light off, you can't really see much, but as you can see, that's pretty damn cool. It's the first time I've actually seen it in the dark, so in the proper dark. I'm really pleased with it. The only thing is the LEDs are really powerful, and they really do wash out, or like they're super over bright, so it's making the other type of thing not work as well. But you wouldn't want to shine this in people's eyes anyways, really. It's really good. I mean, I'm really happy for what I paid. I mean, even just the LEDs alone, it's fantastically well built. That's why I bought them, because there's different ones, and you get obviously like the generic look ones, and these ones, and I thought, well, I always go for something that doesn't look generic, and these are not generic because you can't get ones like this there, so they're not basically generic. To be honest with you, I'm not that keen on on these, because you can get better. I mean, it doesn't even do that well showing, really. It just does a little bit of this, a little bit of that, really. But if we get it all back into it all, you'll know straight away that it's better. So, you know, if I can get it all back together. But yeah, you can tell the power cans are really, really bright, you know. I think the power cans are the highlight of this unit, because they're so bright. I mean, that's what I love about them. But yeah, it's annoying me that the LED power cans are the good, and then like the derbies are not that good, you know. But we'll see. We'll give it some smoke, and we'll see what it looks like. So I've smoked it like hell now, and you can still see the derbies pretty much. If I knock the derbies off and put the LEDs on. Now, I had some Par 56s that were 300 watts, and they could do this, and that's all you can see. Look, literally, I'm getting closer, but I can only see par cans. And if we go this way, par cans. That is utterly amazing. The par cans in this thing is utterly amazing, and I can't see anything, but I can see smoke and par cans. I can just about see in this general area here, but I can tell here that the Parkans are absolutely amazing. Like, that's the highlight of the whole thing, I tell you, is the Parkans. I mean the derbies as well, but you can't really see the derbies that well. Well, a few days have passed and I'm actually in the process of returning it because I'm embarrassed that a company is selling some decent Watt Parkans but then horrible, crappy, cheap plastic derbies. Now originally that was $179.99. That's a lot of money. I mean, I couldn't afford to get that when it was that peak. But I thought for £120, I thought, you know what, I'll go for it because it looks somewhat okay. But the more I played with it, I realised, nah, the Parkans are great, but the derbies are terrible. The plastic that they're made out of is brittle. And it's that sort of plastic that if it gets cold, it'll crack. It'll crack in the cold. I've had that type of plastic before. And it's the cheapest, nastiest plastic out there. And yet I've seen some like little tiny derbies that are £11 on eBay and they look better. I've seen videos and I thought, well, they look better. So why on earth are they selling this garbage derbies and some really nice sort of LED lights is beyond me. So I've just said, you know what, sod it, I'll return it. I mean, if they were made of metal and they're a little bit more like a round sort of, like, you know, like a thing, you know, I would have been more sort of, maybe they would have kept it. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Cheers. Bye bye.